Welcome back to Brooksy's Car Restorations, and I'm excited this week because we've got a full week working on this old girl. I plan to have the undercarriage fully painted. Be nice if I can get the rest of the car done too, but we'll see what happens with our time contingencies. I've got a few more shifts this week at work, and I've picked up and such various bits and pieces. So without further ado, let's jack the old girl up, get the front tyres off, and we'll knock the front section of the car out, the bottom front section of the car, and see where we go from there. G'day, finally here working on the Beetle on Brooksy's Car Restorations. We're going to try and get this hole here sorted out today, and start tidying up. Well, we've tidied up, but start painting the undercarriage, sanding it back, painting it, etc, etc. So yeah, we'll get into it, shall we? I'm using my brand new phone today. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, apologise, but I've literally had no time at all this week to do much, so been stuffing around with bank stuff and this and that and whatever else. Anyways, without further ado, we shall get into it. Another cutting, baby. Almost. A lot of this episode today might be a bit boring. I'm just going to film what I'm working on, what I'm doing. Some of you might find it interesting. But as I promised, we're going to smash out the Beetle. Got no other current projects going at the moment, so here we go. Right, so we'll be back in again in a minute. Alright, we're going to measure our little hole that we made. So roughly 90mm at the bottom. 90mm at the top. 70-ish mil wide. Down to 60. So I'm going to suction all the crap out of here now, the hole. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm trying to mark something, I can never find my bloody marking pen. So, we're going to rough it. Fake it till we make it, as they say. If it's not right, we'll trim it down when we get back to the car. 1 centimetre out. Perfect. Now we just need to go down about 90. Right. We need a new battery. It'll be a lovely day for painting if I get any done. And 70 at the top. And I'll just draw somewhat of a straight line down to them. This is not going to by any means be perfect, but as I said before, we can trim it up on the car. Anyways, I'll finish this and clean it up and we'll start welding it in the car. Now this isn't by far even close to being professional, but because I forgot about this little cutout here, which I have got another piece for. But yeah, we're going to tack it in and cut it up a bit closer to perfect, and then yeah, see how we go from there. The shape's almost close, but I've got the cut off disc here, so once I get it where I want it, I'll just cut it and shape it and then weld it a bit more and so on and so forth. I've got some water on standby to keep it cool, and I'll get my fire extinguisher as well to be safe. So we're going to try and hold this in place with a magnet just for fun. I'll attack it. If I can get it in the right spot, there we go. Come on, you uncle. Hang on, we'll be back shortly. Alright, we've got a slight tack on there. It's very dodgy. I need to get a better ground or something because it's not really wanting to weld great. It's working though. I need to cut a bit off the top here, and now I've got a gap down here, and I've still got this gap over here to fill. But we'll somehow make it work. And we just cut the top of that gap, so that's a bit better, and then we'll cut this one a bit better, do another couple of tacks, get it closer. Alright, starting to finally get somewhere with these welds. They're not great. My stupid welder was stuck on the wrong setting again, so the weld started off terrible, but I got it readjusted. I don't know why it keeps unadjusting itself, but it is what it is. I've got the triangular piece. Just tucked in there. We've got to get another couple little slithers for here and here. And another one down in this corner. But I don't know how well that looks on there. It looks pretty crappy. But it doesn't have to look perfect because it'll get ground back. The welds, I mean, it'll get covered in a bit of body filler and some paint, and no one will ever know. It's sitting underneath the guard. It's going to be very hard to detect. Anyways, we'll keep going. And so we just cleaned up, just, sanded back most of the underguard there and cleaned it up after lunch, and yeah, start painting. I've still got the other side to do. Over and do this side as well, and start painting it as well. It doesn't appear to have any rust in the inner guard that I can see just yet. There's a lot of flaky bits that are gonna fall off. Just whatever that under thing was. So might be a little bit of something coming through there. Might have to clean that up. But otherwise it's not too bad. Maybe a little bit more here where it was rusting out on the other side. It's not rusted out though, it's just yeah. Anywho, I'll wait for some paint to dry and come back and do a bit more and so on and so forth. Hopefully get a video out today. If not, definitely a bigger one next week. Well, sanded back and cleaned and primed the driver's side. So when this is dry, we'll be ready for our first coat of undercoat. And we sorted out some of the rust issues. It was mostly all just surface rust. But again, not too stressed about how cracked or dodgy the paint looks under here. It'll get smoothed out shortly, but it's not gonna be show quality anyways. And I said that since the beginning. But it will look a hell of a lot nicer than it did, and the rust is fixed. So but yeah, look at all the crap we got off it. I don't know if it's showing up properly on all the big chunks of undercoat and this and that. I don't know what it is really. All these holes and stuff, right? Guessing it's like some sort of undercoat. Super flaky and old anyways. Or underguard, or I don't know, whatever. Protection of some sort. Yeah, we've got that side somewhat sorted out. Going back over to the passenger side, we've fixed up that hole, put some body filler over it, we'll sand that smooth. Same with the hole down there, we fixed it up, put some body filler over it, we'll sand that smooth soon enough. And then we'll finish cleaning this up and paint whatever metal we got with some primer, and yeah, then do the undercoat for that as well. Anywho, alright, we've done the first coat of undercoat on the guard. We'll probably do a second one, seems to cover pretty good. And we may clean up and paint the brakes as well. Just see what happens. Just the caliper, anyways. Let's clean some of the rust off the disc. On the other side, we've cleaned up the body filler. It's almost flat. This side needs a tiny bit more smoothing off, and then we'll get into painting this side. But yeah, it's a bit slow going. Trying to get out content and beating my head against the wall literally. But I've got another hour or two potentially to film some stuff this afternoon. I'll get some stuff done. So we'll sort of backwards and forwards, you know, before and afters and stuff like that. Anyways, when I get the first two cards done, then we'll do under the front end of the car, do the two back cards, do the under the back of the car, so on and so forth. So yeah, see you again shortly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to get a little dark. Now, we've finished this in the guard. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. So the driver's side front inner guard is now done. If you go to the passenger side, we've now primed all the bare metal, which will then go back over and paint with the black as well soon, but we're running out of light unfortunately, and I've got to take the kids to swimming very soon, so I'm probably going to end the video shortly and then do a bit more tonight and come back and show you what we did tomorrow. Basically, I'll finish painting this inner guard, and then tomorrow or the next day I'll try to finish the rest of the end of the car and the two back guards. That's where we're at the moment. I'm probably going to spend the next week or 2 weeks at least on the Beetle, maybe more. I'd like to finish it if I can. We've pretty much got everything that we need to finish the car, apart from maybe a bit of paint for the roof. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll definitely get the first colour and the guards and the lower half of the car done and the underneath of the car, and then as I get a bit more money we'll get the rest to do the top, and then we'll tackle the interior. And then, I mean, the interior doesn't have to be done to get back on the road. At least I can get it back on the road, and then I can drive it around and do stuff with it while I'm still playing with it. We'll pull the windscreen wipers off and we'll give them a clean up. Maybe get some new ones, I don't know, see how rough they are. See if we can get them looking nice. So yeah, I'm excited. So it's coming together slowly but surely. This project feels like it's been a year in the making, but I'm always stuffing around with other things, so it's time we're all gonna knock a serious amount of it over while I'm waiting for other things to happen, like the Lancer to sell and yeah, like I said, other things to happen. Anyways, to be continued.